Well, caught a snippet of it at the end of the video last time. Karl's here.
What's up?
We are pretty much thrashing on the coupe here.
The crispy coupe.
The crispy coupe. It's not so crispy anymore though.
No.
Last video we cleaned it up pretty good. Yeah, so Karl's out. The plan is we're gonna try to build a bunch of panels for the car and see if we can make it look more car-like. Well, more car-like than it is. So basically what we're hoping to do anyways is possibly, like what I talked before, like build these quarters, see what we can salvage there. Karl and I were talking a bunch, so we might actually, I was talking about doing door skins, but I feel like I can tackle that, so that's not a big deal. I think today the first thing I'm gonna do is do more work trying to tug and get these gaps, get the doors fitting a little better, because I think in the big picture, I want to try to save this edge. We'll probably redo this, and I feel like I'm gonna redo the roof. Like we might be able to salvage it, but it might be easier to just make a new roof skin. But what we're gonna try to do is Karl's gonna start, I think he's gonna fix my BAM hammer or make it more usable, and then we're gonna jump into like building these quarters. So build these. I want to try to make things fit a little better, but our plan is to get these quarters kind of going, possibly get into the trunk section like we were chatting last night. It's that little button you got to push on there.
Oh, okay. I was like, if I slam it harder, will it work?
We were talking about the whole trunk because like this pan, there's just a lot of work we got to do in here. I don't know how much of it, like we might be able to just cut it off. Yeah. Try to smooth a lot of it and then weld it back in. But because Karl's just talked me into like just rebuilding the whole trunk edge and stuff, so we're probably going to do that. And I think while we're doing it, the plan will be to change the shape of this trunk is to follow this line. So I'm thinking we would just come through and kind of reshape.
That'll be nice.
I think it'll just be a nice touch.
Yeah. Agreed, man. Like that, the whole edge being fresh, that we can mirror both sides. It'll be a little less fighting, hopefully.
That's just going to be a big challenge. I want to get a few more things a little straight. So yeah. I think that's pretty much where we're going to start. Karl's going to be doing his thing. So if you check his channel out, he's going to have his version going on. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, I'll be kind of doing my thing, farting around.
Things are going to happen here in the next few days. Really good things.
We never work on the exact same thing, so the videos are always different.
Yes.
Right? So it's...
we focus on your stuff, yeah. He focuses on his.
Yeah, we kind of got our own plans going on. It's just, yeah.
We'll just kind of...
Yeah,
we'll get her done.
We'll cross paths. We'll make it work.
Yeah.
So anyways, on that note, I'm going to pretty much get started and start working on here, trying to get these things all going. And I think, yeah, you were going to start on the power hammer.
I'm going to mess around with the dies on the power hammer, see if we can get them to like have a nice, even contact hit so that we can do some stretching on these like low crown pieces here.
And I'm going to go buy some freshly baked treats to keep you guys fed.
Excellent, excellent. That will be very important to the fuel for this this video production.
All right, well, I'm going to get started here.
Let's go.
I feel this is not bad, but my door is not happy with it. So I'm gonna just give this a little bit of a shove, I think. I'm gonna try. see what happens. I'm gonna leave a little bit of pressure on here just to see if I can. I wouldn't mind this to tug out a little more. I don't know if I buggered stuff up a little bit when I was beating it with a hammer in there, but regardless, I'm gonna right around there give it a little shove. Let's see if I don't think I need a lot. Feel this roof. You gotta tug and pull. I might have to change the die on there, but I only need a little bit. That's what I'm shooting for, without causing too much chaos. I'm gonna change this out to something more flat. You don't even have to do that. I just have some way to distribute. This over a bigger load. Alright folks, survey says, hey, we got a little bit of breathing room. Our drip rail's still like hot garbage, but I almost think I gotta pull it this way. But we have a gap. Our gappage is kind of junk here, but that's kind of normal. I'll be able to fix that later. This gap looks pretty good. This gap is okay. It's fat here, but like I said, I think when I cut the roof off, I can kind of re-roll this when we make this. But I do have some gappage here. Where I sectioned the two roofs together, it's kind of screwed still, but it's good enough. This car ain't no big fancy show car. It's gonna be a good enough kind of a ride here, so. All right, so like I said before, I'm okay with what we have going on here for a gap. It does get fat, but like I said, when I cut this, I'll be able to roll this in more like it should be. You have to remember this car's like been cut apart about 1,000,000 times, so it's a combo of about 2 or 3 different cars to build this. Right around here, you can see where the splice was done, where the original, like I did the back. This back quarter's welded onto what was a 4-door car. That's in there, and then this was the door from the 4-door. And then I had the 2 roof lines going, but then I've cut the roof off, added the roof from the 1 donor back on here, made it 3 window-ish. And then, you know, you can see where we've spliced here. Here's where I have a splice. There was a seam there originally, so that's kind of why I spliced it there. So that's kind of what it was. There would have been a bunch of lead in there and things. So anyways, that's where we're at. I took the trunk off because, well, we got to have it off to do some like stuff. What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna actually do some reference, some measuring, just to see if I have to push and pull, just to make sure everything. Karl and I know we tried our best to do that originally, but I just want to see if I can make things better, a little more square. Like, I know we've poked and prodded everywhere, so I've done some measuring, things seem square. It's just, we're gonna base it off my floor, and we're just gonna try to correct a few things. Like I say, I just want to quickly do a few more measurements, make sure everything is like a good starting point before we start cutting stuff off. Once I know things are square, we can start adding some bracing just to hold the structure of the car together. There's just some of these things that have collapsed, and I want to see if I can get them into their spot. Like this door, I would like to get up more, but it's just one of these, I don't know how. And we have a similar problem up here, but that might be just, I need to push on that. But I'm afraid when I push that up, it's going to bring this post in and make my door screwy again. So yeah, there's this, I have to work on that. But like I said, I'm going to just start inside, just do a couple measurements. We'll check. Maybe I'll just put the Porter Ram on the other side and give it a little tug and see what happens. Take two. I forgot to take my camera off time lapse. So. All right, so I got my door on. It's I basically use my lift table just to get my door back up, get this gap good. Like, I wouldn't say gap. This body line's good. My gap is good enough, but we got the body line. I was trying to go with the hinge. The hinge is a little sloppy to the door. I tried tacking it. It's not holding it in the back, so I basically zapped it along the front, which is, I don't know, it's working. It's good. I don't plan to do anything with this piece. This piece feels nice, and if I do anything with the skin, it's kind of going to happen below here anyways. So anyways, the next step where I'm at is I'm going to put some bracing in here because we're going to start cutting stuff off the car. That's getting to that point. So I'm going to run a brace across, and like I'm going to run across and a corner connect so these can't move. From the window down, they're good. So I'm going to kind of zap two pieces down to the floor, and again, probably do another cross brace so nothing can move. Because what we're going to get into is down here, or at least Karl's going to start paper patterning this. I'm probably going to come in here after and do like a relief cut through here because, I don't know, it looks good on film, but if you, this body line that's here, it comes up And right around here, it starts to go in and then comes back out. So what I want to do is pretty much just an inch above this. I think I'm going to cut it. That way I can roll this till it looks straight. You can't go by my fender because it's just not bolted in right now. So the fact that these lines are way out doesn't mean the fender's that out to lunch. It's just I have it snug and I don't have the fender fitting properly. So anywho, that is the next steps. Come in, cut this. Karl's probably going to paper pattern that. I'm probably going to start coming in and start cutting. I'm thinking somewhere around here I'm going to cut this chunk out, and I'm going to maybe just wheel it, try to straighten the bottom as best as I can, and that way I can kind of weld it back in. That's about the easiest, like, 'cause you can't really get in there, you can't do much. Some of this is going to get redone. We're going to cut it because we are revamping the trunk. So when this comes in, I just like this profile down here. So when I do the trunk, we're going to kind of mirror it, but just make the trunk a little bit bigger. Not a big deal, but we got to get some bracing in so that once I start cutting some of this loose, some of the steel might spring. So I want to make sure the rest of the car can't move around or do anything. So that's what's happening first. Karl's been working on the planishing hammer, so he's got the dies all working and meshed really good. So he's going to be able to starting to hammer this thing out. He's got his profiling tool here, so he's going to probably make up a die, and we're going to kind of do this with the profiler, along with, hopefully, maybe we'll end up can get time and get into redoing this one, like get a nice chunk of this done, maybe this line, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how far we get. A lot of it we're going to mash is into the trunk section right now, so anyways, I am going to start getting those braces in place, so this thing doesn't turn into a hot mess in a hurry. Well, this didn't exactly spring away as much as I thought it was, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna, hammer planish it a little bit before?
Yeah, just like cave some of this in just to get it out of there. I think this is probably holding it too still.
Yeah, I
this
think
wouldn't
we're
have
gonna
bunged at all unless that was maybe severed there.
I'll come back. I just want to cave it. Don't even want to try to fix the little.
I don't know, cause like really like.
I think once I cave it, I'm gonna screw this line. I guess it doesn't matter.
I think you could almost
cut it out. It doesn't really spring that much.
Yeah.
But you need something to hold this.
Yeah, I mean like this metal can still be here, but you could just slice it there.
Just to push it
or
away.
just cave it. Like what happens if you just cave?
Well, I feel like I'm gonna pull some stuff away. That's gonna happen.
But yeah, just don't go any further than that. Though, like,
yeah, but
yeah, maybe cut it. Cut it.
put that back. Okay. Well, at least I know I can just get in here with a pry bar and pull this out.
Yeah, we're thinking like just like an inch there and just.
You know what? This is okay. Like you can kind of deal with it. I'm just gonna come here and I'll do an inch under, but I'll just leave it that we can kind of.
Yeah. Okay. And then we can still magnet to it
Yeah.
and stuff.
I don't know. We kind of got it open now. There's a little. I was just saying how I got this off. There's a little bit of tension in the panel, but at least we can lay paper on it now, and it's kind of meh.
Hey, why don't we just put a hinge here? It's a golf door.
I don't know. We're gonna try to go with that whole quarter one. I think. I don't think it's that bad to do one whole shot. You think it's?
Like just make it in one piece?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I was gonna tape some more onto it, but we're not gonna make this line, and my eyes are gonna keep this body line. So right now I'm just very loosely paper patterning it. It's not really, I don't know. I'm probably wrong to say, but there's not a lot of shape to it. It's just got to get stretched a little bit. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything too complicated about it because it's just going to end at this line. We're going to weld that. I do think we're going to want to go above here, like this body line is what we're going to want to make. So I don't know how much material Karl wants on top of that yet. Karl's a little more fine-tuned with this. I'm kind of swinging with the seat of my pants and just see if I can make it willy-nilly. It's out of there. I have some very, very weak magnets is what I'm using to hold everything in place. You can see there's a little much, but I think this can come. Okay, I used a few more beefier magnets. This is looking okay. It's oversized. We'll trim as needed, but we're gonna want the panel kind of big, so I'm not gonna sweat it too much. Just want it to droop and work. At least my thought is I want it to droop and work. I just gotta make this line a little more crisp, Karl's telling me. So, gonna see if I can make that relatively crisp. Hopefully that's good. Trim a little bit away there. Down here, we got a little too much. You just draw a basic line down there. That's probably too much up there. This, I just doodled a simple little line, which should get us in the middle of my body line, so at least we'll have too much material, but I think it'll work. All right, okay. What I'm gonna do right now though is talk to Karl. Pretty happy with this. We're gonna cut, I'm gonna cut right on this line that I doodled, and hopefully everything else is pretty good. I think it should be pretty straightforward. If we did it right, we're gonna have it, this is gonna be a mirror for the other side, so.
That'll actually be a really good check to see how things are, too. Maybe we don't want to do that.
It's my stuff. You don't normally do that.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. We just cut directly on the line. We'll magnet it to a piece of sheet metal, and then to create our flange, we just use a piece of tape. Do you have like 1-inch tape or something?
Yeah.
We just, run that. It'll be beauty. Then we can space our step die 1 inch, and it'll make our line.
Good beauty.
Beauty!
Okay, so have my pattern, that's all done. Trace that out. What I'm gonna do probably now is cut this all perimeter all out, get about 1 inch, just to leave some meat that I can kind of stick that sheet on. I was working the door, like working this sheet, I cut it, traced it, did whatever. We did a tape line because that is gonna be where our body line is gonna be. And I just wanted to make sure that this edge is super crisp and nice because we're gonna be using Karl's, what do you call this?
This is the version 2 of the profiler machine. We don't actually have a name for it, but it does profiles, and then we can also change this out for a planishing hammer, and then it becomes a planishing hammer. But this is what we're going to use for Brent's body line. Made a couple dies. These dies come with the kit. They're adjustable a little bit so that you can do different profiles, but this is his body line specifically. So we made these dies specifically for this car so that we could do the door's body line on the whole quarter piece. So that is kind of what I was going off of to try and mimic that. That would be very difficult with the bead roller, but it could be done as well.
My experience, I don't, even with a fence, yeah.
Bead rollers get wobbly, but the beauty is, like Brent was explaining with that tape line, is he cut the exact body line and then offset it with the tape. So exactly 3/4 of an inch or whatever the thickness of the tape is what will set the depth of this, and we can just run that whole panel through while keeping it on the fence. So it should be, hopefully, relatively straight.
Well, hopefully, maybe it'll be the straightest curve on the car.
We'll see.
So yeah, so I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna cut this out. I think Karl, the next step he's doing is he's actually going to add some shape. Is that the right terminology?
Yeah, we're gonna add some shape to the quarter panel. Whether it's a planishing hammer, an English wheel, a power hammer, when you're doing a low crown stretch, it all works the same way. And it works by needing more stretch in the center as you do on the way out. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna basically hammer a cloud in the center, and then I'll mark out a larger one. And when I hammer the larger one, it goes over the center one again, and so on for the third and the fourth. So if you've got 4 layers marked out on here, or 4 clouds that are getting larger, think of like geographical map style, the outer one may have been passed over once. The secondary one would be twice, 3, 4 times. So there's more stretch always in the center than there is on the outside. So English wheel's the same deal. That's that center cloud. You want to track over it a couple times, and then do the same thing as you're going.
All the tools will do the same thing. It's just how fast. Like,
Exactly.
like the English wheel I could use, it'll do it. The power hammer, I could do it with the planishing hammer, no problem.
Yep.
I was explaining that to Karl the other night, where I found if you're starting out, the English wheel, like, it's phenomenal, but you'd almost have to beat something with a hammer and then use the English wheel to smooth it. If you're just trying to use the machine like what we're going to do here just to build the dome, it's like, man, it's more rewarding a power hammer or a planishing hammer, because you visually can see something happen quick. The English wheel, I think, to make that panel would be, man, like an hour or 2 hours probably.
The tough thing with the English wheel is, like, it doesn't work the same as planishers or power hammers. If you think about it, you're wheeling. You're like rolling dough, and dough bunches up at the end, right? That's the difference. And that's the black magic as far as why English wheels are difficult to master. You really need to know what pressure you can apply and how to run the English wheel. Whereas a planishing hammer or a power hammer, because it hits directly in the center and it's a flat thing against a domed thing, it evenly stretches all the way around. So whereas an English wheel, if say the panel was large and it was sagging on each side and you're trying to work it, you're already at a disadvantage, because the shape that the panel's in, or sorry, the form that the panel is in, is going to get locked in there by that machine, whereas a planisher or a power hammer will not lock any form in, because it's a 360-degree radial stretch. It's much easier to control for anybody. Like, I personally am all about the 360 radial stretch versus an English wheel. Like, English wheels are great for, like Brent said, you got something that you've like smashed out and it's really rough and you want to smooth it, it'll planish amazing. But actually building the shape with the English wheel, I struggle with it.
I use it for, like, on my fenders, I was using it just to smooth it. I wasn't really putting much pressure. It was just, instead of sitting there with a hammer and dolly for hours, you kind of find your die size and just kind of walk it. And I wasn't trying to add a lot of pressure. I didn't want to stretch it. I didn't want to do anything weird with it that way. I just wanted to get the bumps out of it and smooth it out.
Phenomenal for smoothing. Like, it is still a must-have tool, and it's also a must-have tool for putting the rubber on the top. Like, that's something the English wheel does that nothing else can really do, is like you're trying to make a rocker panel or add form in a graduated way. Like, you just have a rubber band on the top wheel and then whatever.
That'll do it two-dimensional though?
It's a form, no shape.
Because I look at it when you do that and you explain it, you do it, but I mean, what's stopping me from just bending it over my knee?
You can, but it won't evenly be able to bend it over your knee. Like, you're doing a rocker panel.
But I'm saying one way. If you went the other way, then you can kind of dome with it, sort of?
No. I like it. If you don't physically stretch the metal by, like, squishing it between two things, it won't actually make a shape. It'll only change its form. So
oh, okay. So like bending it over my knee.
Bending.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Anywho, Karl's gonna start jamming on that. I'm gonna do whatever, cut some stuff out of there. I think I'm gonna grab my paper form after. I'm gonna just see how close it is to the other side. Hopefully it is, because it's gonna have to be. I mean, in the end, I'm gonna make it work, but we're gonna test fit it, see that it's good, the same. And then I guess I'm gonna cut another piece out, and then I don't know, I might give it a go. We'll see how different we can make both sides of the car.
Yeah, it's flat with the rest of the top of that, so I don't want to go too far. Right now, there's no stretching happening. We're just adding form because the top die is. Oh, and I'm. Oh no, I'm on there. Yeah, okay. Because the top die is squishy, it just squishes the bottom die into it, and it just takes the shape. It's not actually squishing the metal hard enough because it's soft to stretch it. So this is just to get like a nice little bit of curve in there, add a little bit of form, and yeah, let's go to the car, see what we got. Is that
We're just over it.
we just cut it in?
Yeah, we'll cut the fit.
How are we
This is the wrong guy. I'm like, mitt, let's weld it.
Yeah, I mean,
Close enough.
it's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, it's hard to tell because we have nothing to really push it against. But
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to cut that out, so I'm gonna.
But the thing that we can tell is that it's got quite a bit of crown in the spots that needs it. So, you know, it's a solid 3/4 of an inch of Bondo that's not going to be there because of how much we got out of it. So you.
Okay, I'm gonna finish cutting this out first.
All right, then we'll try one more time here.
I already had it. Do you want that line? So this is going to be backwards because let's imagine I'm putting the panel on. This has to be up. We got to flip them around.
Unless we just put the tape on the other side, but yeah,
Okay,
could just put the tape on.
as long as we know that, not that big deal.
Or you just run it upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna try and screw up this panel now. I mean, not screw it up. Did I say screw it up? This will be tricky because you gotta, like, we're gonna have to start this thing
Well, I almost stay start in the middle, and then I will.
and then let it run off the edge.
We'll finish the edges, or I don't know. I think helping you, I'm going to screw you up doing the edge.
I don't think that you can help me on this because it's just like if you pull or I try and
Yeah.
compensate, what would help too is that if we clamp that.
This is one of those. Hopefully that's okay.
Okay, let's give it a go. I'm gonna start off with a little bit. Yeah, if
You
watch
eyeball
this
the one
I'll
side.
watch this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work better. Okay, you want to step on
Oh.
that?
I don't trust myself doing the last one.
Okay, we'll go back.
I'll
the
switch
other
it.
way.
I'll switch.
Oh, you want to switch? Okay.
That way I can, at least when I see that crooked line, I can always think of you.
Okay, you're watching that?
Yeah.
Watch this. Okay. She's looking pretty good. It's not waving our line, which means we're not stretching it, which is good. We could probably peel the tape off.
If that thing is there, that goes that far back. I'm totally cool with it, like, cause you know where it's at. Like, I guess anything we can blindly trim a little bit on it, but it's.
Well, if we line this up, if I line this side up, you line that side up, then that's where that.
To me, it would be let's just do a blind little, you know, like a finger squeeze down,
Here we go.
and we'll trim that away. But I think I want to tuck it behind, anyways.
Yeah.
That should be.
It needs to go more than that for the body line, right?
Yeah, but at least I can tuck it behind the way I want. I'm okay with doing that kind of scenario. I'll kind of shear that out. Shear that out. Line hammers there. Yeah, we can, yeah.
You sure you don't want to put a door in here though? You sure?
I'm still, still on the fence about it.
Little like doggy door? Like little.
No, it'll be low enough. Pablo won't have a problem getting in and out. So. He'll be good. I'll leave that. That's a small fight. Food. All right, right away. All right, look at that. That fits great. We got a little more trimming to do here, because I'm pretty much going to do a little bit of a lap weld on it. I'm not going to spend an insane amount of time trying to like butt weld everything, but this is, yeah, I don't know, it's great. I think Karl wants to still plenish it a little bit. I think it's
there. I'm here.
I think it's fine,
10
but
minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes with number 36, and maybe spend a little extra air time there. It'll be lit.
anyways, we got that one going. We're gonna, like I say, I want to trim this up, but I have the other pattern already made, so we're gonna, I guess I'm gonna try it on the hammer, because if you're gonna plenish it, then you'll be using the plenishing hammer. So
Oh, there we go.
I'm pretty much gonna give it a whirl, do the other side, and yeah, kind of a lot of the same. So this is just gonna be a glorious time lapse of chopping out the ugliness on the other side. This panel, you can see how total junk that it is, and how many patches I actually made on here, because we got one, we got a cut over there, there's a slice over there, there's a slice coming this way, there's a slice over there. Yeah, gotta watch yourself there, bud. So anyways, that is the plan. We're gonna do basically build the other side. So All right. Well, have a look. This is where we're at. We got this side on. Karl just tacked it in. I haven't welded or done nothing with this side. I've welded in mostly the other side. Got pretty much everything in place. So this one, we kind of still got some more tweaking and doing some stuff. I want to cut this back a little more, but we're not sure where we're going to go tomorrow. But we got this thing welded pretty much up here. I got to do a bunch of fine tuning down here and a little more. I have this edge welded up to here, but I don't have it on the bottom. It's just, I'm going to have to shoehorn into here and play with that. So I am not too worried about that, but for a day one, I think that's,
Well done.
that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that.
We did it.
Yeah. My door jam, stuff like that. It's not bad. This needs work, but that's not what we're going to focus on. I think tomorrow the plan is to start working this upper trunk section, I am thinking. That's kind of the plan.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we could make a panel around top here, and that'd be a good chunk. Figured out.
Yeah. That's kind of the plan going forward. But for now, I thinking that is where we are going to leave this one. So, as always, folks, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later. It depends. Some of the shapes, yeah. Yeah, if you're talking maybe these. These are here. Like this could be a decent one for that profile too.
Oh, making that side piece?
I just don't know how far, because you can do it here, but it kind of is gonna, it won't work after that.
Yeah, I think that we'd have, this is just more just moving this a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I think we could make this panel and maybe do this.
Yeah, because it's probably the same dye, but how do you fade it out?
You just go so lightly, and then you just keep running the pattern. Like you do like
till
30
you get